Well, this is the house here that I'm doing some work in today. It's quite a drive to get here this morning. It's about 1 hour and 15 minutes drive to get here. Well, I'll just kind of show you around inside the house and show you what I'm doing. It's an interesting house design because, I mean, it's mostly garage and there's no taping going on in there. So I am just taping this downstairs here. Got a couple of rooms and that's about it for downstairs. And then upstairs, the tall staircase there. I didn't get enough coffee this morning. And got this big sloped ceiling upstairs here. And then this is how I store my ladders and whatnot. I just kind of chain it up because things go missing. So then over here, just got a couple bedrooms, bathroom, and the other bedroom. So one of the complications that I have on this job right now is there's no heat. We got heaters here, but they're just not hooked up yet. So this time of year, it's halfway through October. It's kind of getting cool at nights, so it's kind of the one issue. So there's not a big press right now today for what I'm doing, just because nothing's really gonna dry for me until that heat's hooked up. So, okay, what I'm gonna do today is, okay, so this is a half butt joint, half beveled. So the bevel is on the top, and then this side of the tape is a butt joint. So I'm gonna coat like that, where my trowel is only right above the bevel, and so I'm putting most of the mud towards the butt joint side. And I'm using a curved trowel for this. Okay, so that's kind of what I do for like my first coat on the half bevel, half butt joints. Now for the rest of the joints, I'm just gonna keep using my trowel because, I mean, this is an awkward height for the box. I'd have to be up on the stilts and then leaning into the wall. And this one's just an awkward height because I'd have to be boxing like that. So I'm just gonna do them just by hand because it really doesn't take that much longer. And this entire room, I'm just gonna coat it in by hand because it's mostly scaffold work anyway. I got a little bit of rust on my trowel. Found it this morning. It was nice and clean when I left it, but oh, there's a little dried piece there. It was nice and clean when I left it, but just being in a cool building with a little bit of moisture in this building, it was completely rusted from the weekend. So this is basically how I trowel. I just go down the middle, go down the sides, go down the middle. And one tip that I want to say is that when you're doing any sort of coating on the first coat on a flat joint, is always make sure that you can kind of see the bevel still. So the mud's kind of translucent right now. And that's kind of a good gauge to know that the depth is right. When this dries, it'll dry solid white, but I'll show you, is if I was to coat it heavy, where you don't see the bevel, and then just left it like that, it's gonna be a very proud joint. So then you gotta sand it down flatter. So my metric that I use to gauge if my depth is right, is I kind of look for kind of the ghosting through of that bevel. So when I'm coating joints, anywhere that another joint intersects, for example, these butt joints, I'll just leave them out for now, and I'll wait till the joint that I've coated has dried or at least set up, and then I'll do those butt joints. So I just leave them out for now. Bit of a tight squeeze in there. Oh, I really should have just moved that refrigerator, but got that bit there. Actually, I should smooth this out a little more. It's a grade 70 transport chain. Costed over $100 just for this. And then this was like $50, so $150 just to make sure my stuff doesn't get stolen. So when working with scaffolds, that's like the one time that I really wish that I had a work partner, because it's just so much work to move the scaffold, go up, work at that section, climb down, move the scaffold, and then repeat, repeat, repeat. So, yeah, but it's just part of the job, so I don't mind. So I got all that high area up there all coated in. So that's the first of 2 top coats. Well, it's a lot of work on the scaffold. It's strong legs though, but so I had an unforeseen issue just pop up, so now I have to drive all the way back home. So it was kind of a wasted trip here today, but next episode I'll carry on where I left off. But one quick place I gotta stop by on the way back home, so.
Oh, he's a climbing kitten.
So I bought a whole bunch of crickets today.